And welcome. Today, we are diving headfirst into the pure, delightful chaos that is Business Proposal. You know, the K-drama that absolutely took the world by storm. We're going to break down the story, the characters, and figure out what exactly made this rom-com such a massive global hit. All right, just picture this for a second. Imagine you're doing your best friend a massive favor. You're on a blind date, but you're not there to find love. Nope, your only job is to get rejected. Easy, right? But then you look up, and sitting across from you is your boss, the CEO, the person who literally signs your paychecks. Yeah, that insane, hilarious, and kinda terrifying situation, that's exactly where this whole story kicks off.
So yeah, it all starts with what seems like a simple plan, just a little favor for a friend. But it just spirals into something way more complicated than anyone could have ever seen coming.
Okay, so at the heart of our story is Shin Hari. She's super talented, works really hard as a food researcher at this big company, GoFood. Honestly, she's just living a pretty normal life, totally focused on her job.
And then there's Kang Tae-moo. Okay, so he's young, ridiculously handsome, a total workaholic, and, wouldn't you know it, he just happens to be the new CEO of GoFood. Yep, you heard that right. He is Hari's boss.
So how did Hari get into this mess? Well, her best friend Jin Young-so is just done. She's so tired of her dad setting her up on these endless blind dates. So she begs Hari, please just go for me. And the mission is simple. Act completely wild, totally outrageous, and scare this guy away forever. I mean, it sounds foolproof, doesn't it?
Well, foolproof is not exactly how it went. The plan doesn't just unravel, it completely explodes. The date goes so wrong that it ends up leading to a totally unexpected proposal.
See, what Hari doesn't know is that Kang Tae-moo has his own problem. His grandfather, who's the chairman, is on his case 24/7 about getting married. He's just sick of all the matchmaking and wants it to end, like yesterday, so he can just get back to work.
So, picture this. Hari is putting on the performance of a lifetime, trying to be the worst date ever. But instead of being horrified, Tae-moo sees an opportunity. A perfect, crazy solution to his problem. He stuns everyone and just announces, I'm marrying her. Just like that, all to get his grandpa to finally leave him alone.
And this right here, this sets up one of the most beloved K-drama tropes ever. Because when the truth about Hari's identity eventually comes out, does Tae-moo fire her? Nope. He offers her a deal. He says, pretend to be my fiancé to get my grandfather off my back, and I'll pay you. And boom, there it is, the contract relationship that becomes the engine for this whole hilarious story.
And so, the fake dating begins. We've got a CEO and his employee bound by a contract. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? The answer? Absolutely everything. But, in the best and most entertaining way possible.
Honestly, their fake relationship is just a minefield of comedy gold. Hari is constantly trying to juggle being herself at work while playing this totally different person for his family. We're talking painfully awkward family dinners, desperately hiding from her own colleagues, and oh, you better believe there are some classic oops, we kissed moments.
But here's the thing. Underneath all that chaos, all the pretending, something real starts to happen. Tae-moo begins to look past the act, and he finds himself actually falling for the real Shin Hari, the kind, quirky, and genuine one. And yeah, that ice-cold CEO heart of his, it definitely starts to melt.
Okay, but here's one of the reasons people absolutely love Business Proposal. It's not just one love story we get to follow. The show gives us a whole second romance that is, trust me, just as amazing and swoon-worthy.
So you've got these two very different vibes going on. You have Hari and Tae-moo, the classic opposites attract, fake dating to real love story, full of hilarious mix-ups. But then you have this other couple whose story is just different. But oh man, it's just as captivating. And that second story, it's all about Jin Young-so, yep, the friend who started this whole mess, and Cha Sung-hoon, who is Tae-moo's super loyal, super handsome right-hand man. Theirs is less fake dating and more love at first sight that gets a big push when they just so happen to become next-door neighbors. Their chemistry, it's instant, absolutely electric.
So as both of these relationships start getting deeper and more serious, we start heading towards the end game. This is where all the fake stuff has to disappear, and everyone is forced to face what they really feel and, fight for it.
And of course, secrets can't stay secret forever, right? The truth about who Hari really is finally comes crashing out. Families get involved, there are huge misunderstandings, and it really looks like it might tear our couples apart. This is that moment where they have to decide, is it easier to just walk away, or is the love they've found worth fighting for?
And in what is just a super satisfying ending, both couples make it through. They push past all the final hurdles, overcome all the lies and the messy starts, and prove that what they have is the real deal. They absolutely earn their happy endings.
So what was it? What made Business Proposal a show that people all over the world just had to watch? I think it's more than just a funny rom-com. It's this perfect recipe, right? It takes all those classic tropes we love, but serves them up with this fresh, fast pacing and chemistry that is just off the charts. It's a show that just makes you feel good, reminds you that even the craziest starts can lead to something amazing. And honestly, it was exactly the kind of fun escape that everybody was looking for.